back to business. Guys, I haven't sat down and done an actual like sit down video for a very long time. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't been here before, I just want to say hi. Welcome to One as well. Today we've got Shells on my channel again because this is the long awaited video, as you guys can tell by the description. This is the reason why we left child protection. Yeah, so why we left our social work job, and we're speaking about child protection in this video. I'll probably start by saying why I left. I'll keep it brief because it's probably going to be similar. We haven't spoken about this before this video. We haven't discussed this video or what we're going to put in it. It's just going to be raw, natural content from the chest.
You heard?
You heard? I'm even sweating, yeah.
No, we are dying because she's scared of opening windows in the night time to the bugs, but we move. We move. Yes. You're going to get the content.
You're going to get the content. Period. But yeah, basically, I want to speak about, why I left social work. I'm going to ask Shells why she left, sorry, not social work. By God's grace, I beg, please. But anyway, why we left our social work job in child protection, and also Shells will say the same. And then from there, we'll probably bullet point reasons why people probably leave the child protection, and then we'll probably end with a bit of advice or something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
So guys, let's just get right into this video. So why did we leave social work? I'll go first. First of all, do you know what? Should I say one and then you say one? And
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to be very similar because...
It might not be though. It might be a bit different.
I think because your mum, it'll probably be...
Well, you've just given it away now, innit?
Oh, I didn't know what you were thinking. But basically, yeah, so okay, so I'm not a mum yet, and
I'm a mum.
Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much our background. Okay, should we say what we do first? Yeah, let's talk about what we do in our lives a little bit.
Yeah, go on.
So basically, apart from my social work job, so I work 9 to 5 social work, but also I run a hair and beauty business called Belly C Hair and Beauty, and I have clients every single week, so I have to make wigs and stuff after work every single day. Also, we create content, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Reels, all of that. It's all a flipping job. So, and obviously we have friends and family that we still have to cater to, and we're both married and we're wives. That's another job in itself. So yeah, so Shelly, what do you do in your life?
Do not get me started. If I start talking, I won't stop. Like, you guys are going to mute me or some shh. Okay, literally. So I'm a mum, I'm a wife, senior practitioner. I also am half of a podcast as well. So Motherhood, Mama Drama Pod. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. And then obviously I create some content on my channel as well. And I feel like it just started for a bit of fun for me, and then I've kind of gotten a bit more serious with it. So yeah, I'm very booked and busy. I don't even...
I'm busy.
Did I mention that my mum? Did I say that?
Yeah.
No, they need to hear me loud and clear. In case you didn't hear. So yeah, that's basically everything I do in a nutshell.
Yeah, so you can imagine the job. Whatever we speak about in this video, just think about what we've spoken about that we do in our lives, including what we speak about today and what we put up with. So one of the first reasons why I left child protection is the... Do you know what? I was gonna... It's hard to break it down because I was gonna just list, yeah? But I'll just say the impact it had on my mental... I'm very stable in my mental health. Like, I'm very healthy mentally. Like, I don't, like, you know, there's people that go through stuff like getting into like dark places when they feel low and blah blah blah. Like, I can feel low and stuff like that, but I don't go to a dark place. I take myself right out of that low situation, and basically I look after my mental health. So I'm not someone that's like a mental health person. I can't explain it, but basically it impacted on my mental health in the sense that if this is the same as you, just chime in, after I give my own example. Yeah. But basically, I'll just give you guys pretty much what happened, When I hit burnout, because we'll talk about that in a minute, but when I hit burnout, all I remember is I had literally court work, parenting assessment, child and family assessment. This was like 3 months of court work, child and family assessment, visits, meetings, everything on just me, one person. Yeah, and I just remember sitting down, yeah, talking to my husband. I poured myself a glass of gin and I said,
I'm not the gin girl.
and this was a Friday, by the way, and I was just starting to talk about all the things that I've got to do the following week. The weekend has not even started yet, and I'm talking about everything I've got to do the following week, yeah. And as I was listening, I started to cry. I said, sorry?
You started crying?
I started crying.
Oh,
I said, my job's making me cry. That's when I thought, nah, this is it. I need to leave child protection. This is not healthy. This isn't, and I'm not really an emotional cry person.
Not. No, she got onto me one time when I pointed that out, by the way, guys. But that's
like, if I cry for like the most stupidest thing. But when things are actually serious that I should cry about, I don't cry about those things. So I just sat down and I cried. And my husband was like, "Is it the gin?" I was like, "I ain't even started drinking it yet." So I was just like, "Okay, no, I need to leave this job. This is just too much." So yeah, the impact on my mental. How was it for your mental?
Draining.
Like,
I even had a rant this week and she was laughing at my picture, but seriously, it, like, you guys don't even understand. If you're not in the profession already, like, it impacts you so much, because my thing is, you're dealing with real people and you're dealing with their lives day in, day out.
Problems.
And their problems.
When you have your own
problems, it's like, I have to put my problems in a box like this. And then I have to just like forget about my problems, and then I have to think about someone else's problems.
Speaking on that, yeah, I remember when I was going through a breakup at some point in my life, yeah, and I was doing social work, and I was thinking, I was at the peak of this breakup, yeah, and I remember going to a visit and dealing with the person's problems. You know, when you're like, your mind is not even there, you're not even present.
You're not in the room with them, you're just there talking like,
I know you can think of. If let me go check my text message to see if you've got a message.
Oh my gosh! Now, have you had a sneaky look at your phone when you're in?
Yeah. Because all you can think about is your own life, because you have your own problems.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry if I'm like sweating, because honestly, I'm too scared to open the window.
We're all dying here. Oh, Lord.
But anyway, yeah, I remember, and I was just like, yeah, I have my own problems, but obviously you have to put your own problems to the side.
Like, they don't even matter. They don't count.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It doesn't mean. So yeah. So it's just like, I hear you with the whole, like, there have been points where I've literally been either so really angry, like, I'm a person that gets really angry. So if like things are not going my way, or if I'm unable to manage things, or I get really frustrated and angered. Oh my gosh,
we should do a video on things that make you angry in social work.
Mate, the list is endless.
The list is
endless. But I will get so frustrated to the point where my vein, I get a vein in the middle of my head. It pops out and it's pulsating, and then it's just like, yeah. And for me, like, my stress comes out in anger and in aggression to people that I care about. But it's like, it's not even that I'm trying to be mean or like bad vibes to you. It's just that I'm stressed out and I've got a lot of things going on. So for me, I definitely hear the mental health thing. I think looking after your mental health in social work is so key. Yeah.
Okay, second reason why we left social work. Charles going to give a point, and then if it relates to me,
yeah, I'm just going to say it was just too much paperwork. Like, I was sick and tired. Like, my eyes would literally just be hanging out of my head because of being in front of the computer. But then also the complex of having to do visits as well. Like, how can you actually type up everything that you need to type up?
Can you tell them everything we need to type up?
Assessments, phone calls, case recordings, any interaction you have with family.
What are case recordings? Home
visits. Any meetings that you chair.
You're chairing.
Yeah, any meetings. Even if it's someone else chairing a meeting, you still have to document it. If it's the parent coming into the office and you gave them £5, you have to document it.
If the parent texts you, okay, yeah, I'm going to the shops, you have to document it.
So it was literally just everything, and for me it was just like, it's just too much, especially if you have a high caseload. You know, when you get more experience, they just say, okay, yeah, she can do with it. Here you go. Oh, who's got space in the allocation?
Oh, she can she's quite quick, she's quite fast.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am human. Like, it's crazy, you know.
Yeah. That really done it for me, because it was just like, it's just too much. Like,
do you know what it feels like?
You're spreading yourself in.
It feels like you're in uni again, because yeah, it literally feels like in uni again. Like, it gets to a point where you start doing, you find yourself doing all-nighters just because of time scales.
Correct.
You're thinking, okay, cool. If I don't do this now, I'm not gonna, like, when am I gonna get it done? Because 9 to 5, Monday to Fridays, is not enough for the job of, like, the job of a child protection social worker. It just doesn't work. It's not possible.
It's not.
It's impossible. Even some weeks when you think, yeah, I'm on top of it now. No, the next day it could all fall apart again.
Yeah.
Like, it's just constant. It never ends. And you can't just live your life like that. Like, at what point do you say, okay, enough is enough now? And if you're a permanent social worker, how much are you actually getting paid for such job? Like, it's just not worth it.
Even the annual leave that you take, you come back to crap.
Oh, can you please talk about that, please? Because you take a holiday.
You regret even taking a holiday.
And you feel like you need another holiday when you come back
to recover from that holiday that you took. It's like it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Like, you need the break because of your mental health, which we've just spoken about.
And then when you take the break, just remember, okay, how it works in social work, because you have a caseload. Say, for example, you had 28 kids on your caseload. Those 28 kids are waiting for you when you come back from your holiday. Everything is waiting for you when you come back from your holiday.
And it's wild because I was one of those social workers that actually I hated working other people's cases when they
I hated it. Even doing like visits for people, I'll just quickly do it. Just even if it's a welfare visit, like,
I know you're supposed to like care about all the kids but it's not my caseload. It's not my work.
Yeah.
I hated it. So the annual leave stuff was wild. Another reason why I left was because there's a lot of it's like a lot of conflicting stuff. Like, let's just say, you have a view and and you think something and you know this family because you do a lot of work with them, blah blah blah, but then your senior managers are coming to say to you, no, you need to write this. That's what's happening, period.
And you're thinking, you don't even know, like, are you okay? You're not even seeing what I'm seeing. Number one, I see the family. You see the family day in, day out. Not day in, day out. Whether it's every 10 days or whatever, however often you see them. The manager does not see them for 1 second. Okay, so you know you can give a better judgment on this family. However, some managers, they read things and think, this is what needs to happen. They've made up their mind before they even allocated you the case. They're like, this is what needs to happen. You go there and you think, okay, no, this is not what needs to happen actually. You go back and you're like, no, I think this should happen. Your manager say, no, this has to happen. And you're thinking, no, but it's just not even that kind of fight.
Have you ever had not a fight yet, but like a verbal argument, confrontation with your manager on the shop floor?
By the way, because Charles loves talking. I'm very much like,
okay,
I'll say it once, and if you don't agree, I'll say okay. But in my write-up, I'll say, this is my view. However, management believes blah blah blah. Because if something was to happen, guys, I don't know if I should say this. Maybe we should give advice throughout the video because we might forget.
No, it's compulsory. You have to give advice.
Yeah, because you need to document everything. Because say for example you have a specific view and you really trust in this view and your manager's saying otherwise. I've done this before where I've gone in the case notes and I've said, it is my professional opinion that X, Y, Z needs to happen. However, according to management, blah, blah, blah needs to happen. And the overall conclusion is that, you know, management's opinion overrides whatever you say. However, if something happens to that family in the future and they go back and look at like the case files, they'll see what your recommendation was and whether it's the right or wrong recommendation at the time, whatever, but you had that view and you trusted it and it could be the right thing that happened. You might say, if X, Y, Z doesn't happen, this could happen in the future, and the manager's probably thinking, no, close this case. Make sure you document that thing, because if that case ends up in court, they'll see on the case file that Stephanie, I was even about to say my second name.
I was about to lay out as well.
That Stephanie recommended this, and then they'll say to the manager, "Why didn't you?" Do you know what I mean? So make sure you document every single
thing, even if you farted in their house. And I'm not joking. The amount of times, basically, if it's not case recorded, it hasn't happened. Period.
Yeah,
just remember that. If you haven't documented it, then it didn't happen, because the family's not going to document it. They might record you on the phone. I had someone today actually even telling me, I'm recording this conversation.
That's absolutely fine.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I'm going to take my records as well, so make sure you document everything. That is very, very key Yeah, but that was something that really annoyed me, because just like, I just want you guys to know, yeah, that although like, and this goes to families also, like if a family is watching your videos, whatever, like the local authorities have their agenda. So even if a social worker goes out and they think the family's positive, or they might be really concerned and the local authority says otherwise, it's the local authority's agenda.
Do you tell the family?
Yeah, 100%.
I tell them.
Period.
I say, this is what I'm telling you, but I could go to the office and
literally.
So then they'll understand that you are coming from a genuine place.
Yeah.
Because
I'm transparent.
Yeah, I'm very transparent.
Yeah,
I'm like, let me tell you now. Yeah, let me speak to you on a level like on the real. Like this is not okay.
Yeah.
This is how management's gonna see it, and I tell them.
Yeah. Because the managers aren't going on the visits with us or with the social worker, and the family don't know what happens behind the scenes. It's like we're the gatekeepers to everything. So we've got to control the feelings of the family, and then also push the local authorities' agenda as well.
Yeah.
But then it's just like you're stuck in the middle, because like we said already, if we have a view and we say, nah, it's actually this, when they think it's that, but they still say, nah, we need to go into pre-proceedings, we need to go and remove that child.
And you're thinking, why?
But why?
Like,
There's no need. It's not, it's
just remember, you're
complex.
the one that's going to face that family. Do not carry your management's opinion, even though you completely disagree. That's not genuine. Like, if you completely disagree with management's opinion, you need to make it very clear to that family that, okay, some managers will tell you, we are a team, we are the local authority, and this is what we're saying. Okay, you can say we are. However, don't include me in your we are, because my view is very different, and I'll make it very clear that this is the manager's view because, and this is my view because
X, Y, Z, and because at the end of the day, what I always say is we have reasons, but also our names got at the end of that assessment or whatever piece of work, that court report, whatever it may be. So I need to make sure that I vocalize exactly what I was thinking, and even if I have to say, okay, I felt X, Y, and Z happened, and this is my view of the family, and it's positive and things are working out well. But the local authority still feel that these children are at risk, and therefore we have to proceed with, like, let's say, a child protection plan for whatever reason. And it needs to just be clearly documented. Just like what Steph said, just make sure everything is recorded, because it will really, really help you.
Yeah, you know when Cheryl said about if it's not recorded, it didn't happen. That's literally the motto of some social work, of child protection social work. Or probably social work, but if it's not in the system, it didn't happen. Whether you saw that child on Friday at 6 p.m, just know, that when you get home at 9-10 p.m, whatever you had to deal with that day, if you don't put it on the system, it didn't happen. So what happens is, in child protection, if the case ends, if something happened that night and the case went to court, they lock down that case and you can't put anything on that system again. So whatever visit you had or whatever conversation you had the night before and it's gone to court, you can't put it on the system anymore. It didn't happen. And carrying that, like, how many years have we done this? Like 8 years, we've been in pretty much child protection.
8 years.
Yeah, we've been social workers for 8 years.
I'm tired.
It's time to go, because we've done like at least 7 years of child protection work, pretty much frontline, Imagine, you have 28, 30 children on your caseload. Friday comes and there are people on cases on your caseload where you're thinking this needs to escalate because something could happen, and then the manager's saying no, it doesn't meet the threshold. Now that case is literally here. It's in the middle, floating. So you're going through your weekend thinking, like, I was about to swear, like, if something happened to that child, it's on your name. So imagine carrying that in your mind, and then you're trying to put in whatever safety plan you need to put in. Monday comes, you're quickly checking how was the weekend, like, was everything okay? Imagine living your life like that.
It's on edge. You're on edge all the time.
Imagine living your life like that. And remember, we told you guys what we do in our day-to-day lives, by the way. Remember, we have a lot on already. But imagine living your life like...
on edge.
On edge.
24/7.
24/7. Other people's lives are pretty much in your hands.
Your dreams.
And a lot of families always say, if something happens to my child, I promise you, it's you. It's you. I'm telling you, it's a social worker. It's a social, yeah. It's a social, yeah. And the thing is, yeah, I always tell parents, listen, it's your responsibility. If the child is in your care, if something happens to your child, it's your responsibility because the child is in your care.
You know, I do flip it back on parents because at the end of the day, you've got PR. We don't have PR unless we're in court and we've got PR and there's some order, then it's different, yeah. But other than that, parents, it's down to you. So you need to keep your children safe. Yeah, I'm talking to parents, but social workers, that you can't get going to sleep. You're dreaming about your caseload. Literally. Have you actually had literal dreams?
Yes, I've had dreams about my,
and it brings anxiety on your chest.
And I pray for my caseload. Like I pray for cases because I don't want anything to happen on my name. Like it's actually crazy.
Toxic. It's toxic. It's crazy. Like, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, amen, it's fine.
It's fine.
Or things are manageable. Or thank God that I wrote this down or I documented that. Have you ever been in a position where the service manager, not just your team manager, not like the step above, is going through your case and it's like, I've had meetings where I've had to sit down. This is another reason why I've left as well. Meetings where I've had to sit down with service manager and explain what's happening in the home visit, what's going on with the family, because obviously they want to escalate things.
You're now questioning your practice, so you
questioning practice or questioning why you did something or why you didn't do something. And you have to sit there and you're like this. Oh, what am I gonna say now?
There's
what am I gonna say?
Something that you
could have done. Yeah. But then it's like, when you're in the moment, the thing is, remember, you've got a high caseload most of the time. You're just trying to finish off your work and you're trying to make sure that at least you've put the basics down for every case and you're up to date with everything as best you can be. And it's just like, there's always something in the...
Why are you not looking at what I've done? They're looking for what you didn't do. Once the case escalates and something happens, they're looking for what you didn't do.
Why have you not updated the mum's details? Why can we not find the dad? Oh, is your genogram up to date? Does it reflect the fact that there's a grandmother on the uncle's dad's side? Literally, there is always something, and it's never ending. And that is another thing with why I've left, because there's always something.
It's toxic.
It's never ending.
Scary. It's actually scary. It's actually a very scary, risky role. Yeah. I remember, there was a time where, imagine, just thank God, because I did a home visit, and then
I'm just waiting to hear what this one is, boy.
No, do you know what? I've never had a complaint put in, like, in the whole time I've been a social worker. I've had one complaint.
Oh, that's good.
So I must have had 10.
I've had a few complaints still,
but I had one, but let me tell you about it. Basically, just look at God. I went on a home visit. Cut a long story short, they didn't open the door. I wrote on a piece of paper, Stephanie, my surname, social worker visited. Please call me back. Left my phone number. Something just said to me, take a picture.
Amen. I was gonna say, did you take a picture?
Yeah, just take a picture. I normally take a picture, but that day I was in a weird area. I just wanted to get out as well, but still I just thought I'll take a picture of it. So I took a picture of it on my work phone and I just left. Please believe, the longest complaint came in from, I don't want to say what the case was like, but it was a grooming case. The perpetrator who was actually very vulnerable, disabled, whatever, put in a mad complaint saying how the social worker put in the letterbox information about him through the letterbox and disclosed information about him. Sorry? I said to my manager. So my manager now called me. They now made a big thing. You know when they go to meetings, they talk about you. You can see them going to the rooms and you're thinking,
they're looking at you like this with their notebooks.
Yeah, you're thinking, oh, so we're going to have a word. Okay, I'm thinking, okay. So let me see what you guys have been discussing. So then obviously, as soon as they said that, I just didn't need to say much. I just got my work phone. I said, look at the time and the date that I took that picture, and look at the picture that I sent. That's what I put in the thing. They had nothing to say because already they had their discussion. God knows what they discussed without me saying, I don't know, like, if she did that picture, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But actually, did you even ask me then before you had your discussion what I put in that letterbox? Do you know what I mean? So
it's wild, the amount of covering of your back you need to do. You have to cover this back, cover that back, cover here, everything must be covered. And it's just like, it gets draining because why do, like, as a worker, you want to work for someone who believes what you're saying, right? But it's like, you're always in question. It's like a family member can come out and say whatever, and it's clearly evidence on case files that this family they're destructive. They don't want any intervention. They don't want support. They're rude to, but literally you just have to cover yourself. Cover every single time. It's like literally there's ops and you're working against the
do you know, we've been through, I feel like we've been through a lot, you know, like.
It's traumatic.
It's very traumatic. Living your life like this, I don't know how people do it in their adult. Okay, do you know what, yeah? When you see like aunties and uncles doing it, it's because it's like their second degree. Think about that. Yeah, it's normally their second degree. They now feel like they have nowhere else to go and that's their dead end. We are young babes, like this was our first degree and
we've done it. It ran its course. It really done what it needed to do. It gave what it gave. Literally.
Okay, so we've spoken about the paperwork. We've spoken about the emotional burden, physical burden. First
eating
of all,
at your desk. Sorry, this is random, but eating at your desk, not even having lunch break.
Not even having lunch break.
What is lunch?
What is lunch? Do you know what lunch is? You quickly drive through and eat your burger whilst you're driving to the visit. Or
you sit outside in the car and eat
quickly. Or just at your desk whilst you're writing the assessment.
Even whilst I'm on the phone, I've been still eating.
Whilst you're on the phone, yes, literally like. And then you're doing home visit to home visit. Sometimes you're going from home to home to home. All these homes, guys, remember not everyone's home
is nice.
It's nice or clean. You know, sometimes you could sit somewhere in somebody's house.
Have you walked out smelling of their house?
And you walk out and the smell sticks on your clothes.
I remember one visit that smelled like body disorganization. No, it was severe body disorganization.
I don't know if I was putting this in the video. But literally, there are visits.
You have to make it real.
Okay, to make it real, yeah.
I walked into the house. It was BO mixed with the smell of food.
But I've been in
and I was scared to sit in the sofa because the sofa was yuck.
But I've been in houses where there's poo smears everywhere, and obviously, yes, the child had a disability, but guys, this was COVID times. This was the height of COVID. This was March 2020 or April 2020, and they were expecting me to go into the house. I was at the door. All I could smell was poo. All I could see on the walls was poo, feces. Now I don't want. This is not to. I'm not like
deterring anyone.
Yeah. Kids. Some kids are autistic, and this is some of the traits and blah blah. But this is what you, as a social worker, is having to go through, like the physical burden, like not sleeping, dreaming about your cases. Doing all-nighters.
You might not even eat, though. Sometimes don't eat when you're not eating. Forget sometimes. Yeah, you don't have the capacity. Like,
your
it's just not.
Like, okay, I just said your mental state again, but your head, like...
Everything's... For me, yeah, obviously, when I had a child, I felt like I was looking after everyone else's kids and I'm neglecting my own kid. The heck? And then somebody reminded me, she has an older child, and she used to say to me, Rochelle, or Shells, yeah, everybody's child matters, including my own. And then she used to pack her bag and go home. She's like, I've done my job. Yeah. I've done my 9 to 5. Like, I've given it what I need to give it. Everything's up to date. I'm going home to my own child. Because when you have a child, when you have a family, when you have a husband, when you have a wife, when you even have a partner, even if you have a cat or a dog, why should they just be at home chilling by themselves and you just out here on the streets of wherever you are?
That's another reason why I left social work, the impact on your family life. Guys, I'm very conscious about the length of this video, so we're conscious that it's a very negative video as well, and it's not like we're trying to put you guys off. Well, I kind of am. Not that I am, but at the same time,
we're just being real.
I just need you guys to know the real, basically, so you can make your own decision and you're aware what you're putting yourself into. Because obviously, when we first started, none of this, we didn't know any of this. Like, I feel like if I knew any of this before I went into social work, would I do it? I don't feel like I would have done it. I don't hate myself. I wouldn't want to put myself through this, I feel like if I put myself back into child protection, I don't like myself.
Yeah,
literally. Because I know what's in it. Fair enough, like agency wise, there are some local authorities that want to pay like as high as £50 an hour. For a child protection social worker, as high as £55 an hour. I've been offered £55 an hour, like last week, and I was just like, nah, you can keep your coins because it's just not worth it. That's another reason why I left. It's just not worth it. Don't you think? It's just not worth it.
Yeah, no, I don't even need to co-sign you. Like, literally, it's not worth it. Like, everything we've listed, everything to do with your physical, mental, emotional, your family, all of that, it's just, honestly, it's not worth it. In the grand scheme of things, it's just so stressful, so fast-paced, so much required of you. Like...
Do you know what I find, though? You know how we speak about it now, like, how we speak about it, so, like... we speak about it and you see us and we look fine, and people probably look at our lives and think, yeah, like, you know, social work got them there and blah blah blah.
Yeah, someone says to me, oh, you make it look so good.
Yeah, and like you inspire me to do social work and blah blah.
There.
And I'm just really not trying to inspire you. But anyway, my point was,
well, you're not trying to inspire you.
I'm not trying to inspire you to do child protection social work. That's my point. But my point was, basically, I spoke to one uncle at work. Yeah, I remember he called me. Yeah, he was like, I haven't seen you for 2 weeks. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, because I left. And then he was like, Stephanie, like, he was like, me as a grown man, he was like, I was even telling my wife, he said, can you believe I cried to my wife?
Oh,
He said, can you believe it?
uncle.
I said, no, I can't believe it, because I'm a strong woman and I cried as well. Like, the man was telling me, and I don't know, it could be anyone, to be fair, so I hope he doesn't watch the thing. But I don't think he'll find me. But anyway, he was basically saying that when people were telling him, he said he used to be a businessman, he should have just stayed in business, because he said when his friend was telling him, he does social work and don't get into it because this is what he goes through. He said when people in social work are saying it, it's not sounding the same as what you experience when you go into the job. He said, if I listened, I would have understood. He goes, I cried to my wife. He goes, you're not listening to what I'm saying yet. I said, no, I'm listening, because when he was talking to me, this is like 2 weeks after I left child protection, so I completely understood. But he was trying to say that when people are telling you what they're going through in child protection, you're thinking, yeah, you do it anyway, so I can do it too. Yeah, you can, of course you can, if you're a strong person. But
even if you're strong
person, even if you're a strong person going through it,
I'm a strong person, you know.
Yeah, you're a strong person as well, and it's like we're both strong, like, and
it
going
takes
through
a lot.
it takes a lot, and you complain about it every day
until you leave. No, but until you even start the new role, because it's just draining. I don't want it to sound negative, because some people really enjoy the role. Some people are really enthusiastic about it, and despite all of the challenges, but those people that are enthusiastic, they are crying to the managers. They cry. They cry. They cry on the shop floor, as I call it.
Yes.
They cry. And you need to go take them and buy them a coffee, or buy them a hot chocolate, or buy them McDonald's, because they're upset and they can't manage it. They love it, but they can't manage it. So
I remember we had a child death. This was actually in placement when I was in my third year, and I remember we had a child death, and I came into work. The atmosphere in the office, I can't describe it. Yeah. It was very, I just couldn't understand it, because obviously I just come into work, normal student, blah, blah. And I can just see the social worker crying. They're telling me that, you know, go out for a walk with the social worker. The manager's stressed. Everyone's stressed. And I remember thinking, I don't think I deeped it at that moment. I should have deeped it and thought, wait, I could actually be that social worker, you know. I never deeped it. And thank God there's never been a, touch wood, like there's never been a, death on my caseload, because if that happens to you on your caseload, that is stress.
More than stress.
That is stress. It won't leave you alone. And please believe it, another reason, but there's so many reasons, but if you leave the local authority that you're working with, and you go to another team, you go to another life, business, whatever you want to do, travel, if a case that you're working on goes to court, and the court wants you in court, please believe you're taking your ass to court, You
have been summoned.
You've been summoned. In your new life, by the way, in your new life that you think you've left social work, they will call you. So that could even happen to us at any point.
At any point. Any case that you've ever worked on and your name is on there.
If something happens, it's very likely that you'll be called into court, because they're looking at the trajectory. Basically.
And the history, and such a date, Steph and Charles gave such and said this, and that was the decision they made.
It's mad. Know why. Guys, it's the ghetto. When you see me and Charles being real about social work, saying it's the ghetto, it needs to go in the bin, we are tired, we're overwhelmed, like, what is this? I'm tired. Like, let me tell you, we're not actually bullshitting, we're actually being very serious. Like, we're not bantering. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And we're in new teams now. Speaking of new teams, we'll probably end the video here, because we can actually go on. this video can go on and on until tomorrow. Well, yeah, and without making it too, like, we didn't make it too personal in terms of like speaking about specific managers and stuff.
Oh gosh.
And the politics and
Anyway, yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't even say on camera, like social work being
edited out. Edit reminder to Stephanie.
Anyway, cut that out. Anyway, but we'll end on a good note. We'll end on a positive note, and that is, we left social work because there are other teams in social work that we wanted to try. We're both in the
MASH team.
The MASH team. This is, some people call it the front door team. MASH.
Literally.
Multi-agency safeguarding hub. That's what MASH stands for. And this is a team where you literally get every single case that comes into the local authority, not just a case but also a consultation. So if people have questions or any emergencies or anything, so it's very fast paced. Like, you have to work very quickly. The time scale is literally 24 hours as opposed to child protection where you have like stuff like 10 days or 40 days or 45 days or you know, all that. But this is 24 hours pretty much. And yeah, it's a better team. However, it's still social work.
No, do you know what? Yeah, it just depends on what you like in it. Because some people will say MASH, I don't know how you do MASH. It's so fast paced. I couldn't get my head around it. Like, a lot of experienced social workers will say that as well. So it just depends on what you're used to, what you like, what your comfort zone is. If you like having a bit of time and space to think about your assessments, then MASH is not for you.
And if you like visiting families, MASH is not for you.
Yeah. And that interaction and just
building a rapport, MASH is not for you.
Yeah.
And also, if you can't make decisions very quickly, MASH is not for you.
But that's another video.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it gave a little bit more insight into social work, but also more into the reasons why we left child protection. I apologise, this video has taken 100 years, but life has been life. Life has been life, and to be fair, like, it went from Charles having COVID to me having COVID to me getting married to my Hindus and me going on holiday to me going on honeymoon to Charles going on holiday. Like, our availability was just clashing because, like we started this video, you knew the stuff that we do in our lives, podcasts and hair, clients, and our lives was just clashing, so we couldn't actually get time. And we live far from each other as well. Charles is currently here at 12 AM on a Friday night, and yeah, we're here doing this video for you guys, so I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content. Make sure you follow I Am Shells on YouTube, on TikTok. Shells is popping on TikTok. Mama Drama Pod. Go and plug yourself.
Mama Drama Pod for the podcast, and basically, yeah, Shell, all that. Steph always tags me and stuff. Yeah, you'll see me. Yeah. And check out her.
Yeah, and guys, if there's anything that you want us to cover together, please comment in the description. Caption?
In the cap.
Oh, wow,
in the comments, man.
I haven't actually done YouTube for so long. I can't remember the lingo. But basically, just slap everything in the comments, and we'll find the time to do it. Because obviously, we do our separate stuff, social work wise and content wise. But also, if you like us together and you want us together in the video, just comment what you want us to do in this underneath the video, and we'll cover it. But we're about to record on Charles' channel. So I don't even know what this girl wants me to do on her channel because she hasn't told me. But we're about to record on her channel, so make sure you go over there because literally the video is going to be up now. Well, Charles is quicker than me when it comes to
no, but my video will come out after her video.
Right after?
Will it be at the same time?
We'll make sure it's at the same time. So guys, make sure you head over to Charles' channel to see whatever she wants us to do. Is it about social work? Yeah. Okay, so it's another social work video, guys. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe this video if you enjoy this content. Like, comment and subscribe. Shell's the video when we put it out, and look at her content as well. Very informative. And yeah, guys. Sorry, I have alcohol in my system. TikTok. Anyways. guys, peace out. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Toodle.
I'm sorry, not everybody fits on the bad bitch genre. It's a genre. Not everybody fits on the roster. You forgot what it was.
Post 22.
Guys, this is BTS behind the scenes. We are lit, okay? We are having a drink. We gonna turn up because moms are out, single friends are out, married friends are out, everybody's out. We having fun. We gonna record this video and y'all gonna get all the content and shit. Weight loss video pending. Bahamas vlog pending. All the vlogs are pending. They're
Jamaica
coming.
vlog pending.
Pending.
Period.
Period. Okay.